Good day, dear listener. It's Tamra here with the Tamrock's Storyteller. It is my delight and my pleasure to bring to you today the continuation of our tale, At Your Command. Today, we delve into Chapter 4, titled, The Eye of the Tiger. Princess Yasmin sat at her dressing table, staring at the mirror in great satisfaction for the radiant beauty reflected back to her as she relived that priceless moment over yet again in her mind. The pompous commander held speechless in disbelief at her unaccountable acceptance of his courtship, and her father the king's mounting joy and relief at same acceptance. Add to that a banquet hall filled with nobility erupting in elation. The princess was finally to marry, to the commander of the king's army, no less. And ever so politely she had said, "Please, gentlemen, excuse me, as I change into something which my betrothed may find more befitting for this auspicious occasion. Far be it from me to remain in comely widow's weeds." At that, she had spun and exited the ballroom in a manner which left no doubt of her regal lineage. And here she sits, the candlelight of her dressing table gleaming off the tiger eye and crystals dangling from her tender ears, steeling herself for her return to the royal banquet, which has now no doubt swung into a full celebration at the news of her unexpected engagement. Yasmin was more than pleased with the total effect that she had created. Her mahogany hair, previously pulled from its severe bun, cascaded down the back of her glittering green gown. With one feminine hand, she reached up and lightly graced the mystery necklace at her throat before returning to the ballroom at a queenly pace. Her reverie was short-lived when she met the simmering gaze of the commander. One look into his steely eyes, and she knew precisely that she may have won the battle, but she certainly had not yet won the war. Commander Andric knew when he'd been bested, for now, and a part of him quite admired the stealthy way in which she'd seen it done, but not at his own expense. He had tipped his hand far too soon, but the thought of being chained in wedlock to this pretentious princess was unthinkable. There was only one solution as far as he was concerned: make her cry off. But how? He studied her as she made her entry into the ballroom. In fact, at first he hadn't recognized her. Her black cloth of mourning gone, now she looked every inch the princess, adorned in a shimmering gown with the sway of her hips apparent. Hell, if he was caught in a compromising situation with her, the king would probably congratulate him and insist they wed sooner. What would he do? One thing was for sure, he had underestimated her once and would not make that mistake again. A footman proffered the princess a chair between the commander and the king. She sat demurely and turned to face this imposing man, the intensity of his gaze palpable. "Well, have you no compliments for your newly betrothed?" "Why, yes, princess. You look better." He would give her no quarter. Of this the princess was sure, and yet the appreciation in his eyes was unmistakable. "Yasmin," the king broke in, "did your stepmother not return with you to the ballroom?" "Oh, father, please, speak not her name. Not here. Not now, please." "Yes, but Katerina should be here." "Father, no!" Just then, as if on royal command, the double doors at the end of the banquet hall flew open, and the queen consort made her regal entrance. "Fie!" exclaimed the princess. "Commander, please, dance with me, now." Yasmin grabbed him by the arm and fairly hauled him to his feet. Once they reached the edge of the dance floor, the commander turned her to face him. What, pray tell, was that all about? Yasmin exhaled deeply. "You might as well know. She is not real. She is an enchantment, and she can only come forth when my father speaks her name. He sent her to find me earlier, and I find that the quickest way to get rid of her is to give her no energy, to pay her no mind." "I do not understand," he replied. "What magic is this you speak of? Please, Commander, let us not speak of this now. For now, let us see how well you dance." Ooh, the games are afoot, and what, pray tell, will happen next time? Tune in for more. Tamrock Storyteller, and at your command. Brought to you by TamrocksTreasures.com.